Good afternoon, Donaldsonville, and welcome to Making Progress with Mayor Leroy Sullivan Sr. I am Dr. Michelle standing in for him. I am going to just remind you of a few things going on in the community now and in the month of May. So we do look forward to you all coming out. We ask that you participate, show up, fellowship, have some fun with your family, with the community at some of our events. But I do want to invite you to, and I'm sure many of you have gotten this in your mailbox. This is from Ascension Clean Energy. You're invited to join them for dinner and an update on the ACE project proposed at the Riverplex Mega Park near Modesto. So it is on April 22nd. That's next Tuesday from 5:30 to 7. So make sure you go out now. But with that, there is also a city council meeting on the 22nd as well. But you can do both, because we do want to hear your opinions, your thoughts, your solutions at the city council meeting. If you have something that you would like to be put on the agenda for the months ahead, please contact your councilman and they'll be able to put that on the agenda so you can have your voice be heard. All right, let's not forget about On Path Credit Union Foundation scholarship opportunity. The deadline is coming up soon. It is April 30th. And that eligibility requirement, you must be a high school senior and you must be living in Louisiana, of course, have a minimum GPA of 3.0 and be accepted into an accredited 2-year or 4-year university. But that's On Path Credit Union Foundation. That deadline is April 30th. Remember, they are giving out $22,000 scholarships. $22,000 scholarships. So make sure that you go ahead and do that before the deadline. I want to remind you of the Mayor's annual National Prayer Breakfast, which will be on May 1st at 7:30. Breakfast will begin at 7:30, and then we will follow with prayer. That is at the Lemon Center on May 1st at 7:30. Ascension Parish Day at the Capitol. Listen, last year was so much fun, and everyone from Gonzales and Sorrento, Donaldsonville, we were all in the area. Businesses, vendors were there. So just to highlight how great Ascension Parish is, how great Donaldsonville, Gonzales, how good we are. And so we want everyone to come out. That's at the Capitol Museum, the Capitol Park Museum. So that's Ascension Parish Day at the Capitol, Wednesday, May 7th. It begins at 4:30. I remember last year there was a live band, lots of food. And for those of you that want a little spirits, there was lots of drinks and all that good stuff. So come out. And many of you have been asking, are we still having Live at Crescent Park? Well, of course we are. Live at Crescent Park beginning May 3rd. So it's the first Saturday of every month up until August 2nd. So that's May 3rd, June 7th. And of course, we'll have our July 3rd celebration for Independence Day. Fireworks, band, vendors, live music, all of those great things. So this is at Crescent Park. May 3rd, it will be the first one to kick it off from 6 to 10 p.m. And if you are a vendor and you would like to participate, please call Ms. Juanita Pearly at 225-473-4814 to be a vendor. Again, live music, vendors, food trucks. Come on out to Crescent Park at 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock to 10 o'clock. Let's not forget about Juneteenth. Great celebration. This is the 30th annual Juneteenth Music Festival. It is on June 14th in the square. We'll give you more information about that when the time gets close. But if you go on the Juneteenth Music Festival Facebook page, there's all the bands, there's all the information that you would need to know. So I just wanted to remind you all of a few things. Now, today I have the honor of introducing to some, presenting to others, our business of the month. Jasman Marks is here for Marks Construction, right? Marks Construction. He is our business of the month for this month. Every month we try to showcase local businesses so that you all can know who's in your area and who's doing great things. So let's give it up for Mr. J. Marks of Marks Construction. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
All right. Thank you so much for being with us on today. Like I said, we enjoy having our local businesses here on the broadcast because people need to know what's right around the corner, what's in their backyards, right?
Yeah,
and you have been doing some amazing things. So just let me throw a little bit of things out there. So Marks Construction is featured in Greater Baton Rouge Business Report's 40th annual edition. So you can see a great write-up on him in the business report, the Greater Baton Rouge Business Report. He holds small business certification from LED, safety and building certifications. Here's the impressive Goldman Sachs 10,000 small business program. He is a part of that. Now, if you wonder what he's doing locally, he is a member of the Donaldsonville Rotary, Ascension Parish Chamber of Commerce, the American Subtractor Association of Baton Rouge, and he is a board member and a recognized industry partner, and also a member of the Associated Builders and Contractors. Lots going on there. He has accomplished so much and looks like such a short period of time. This is a young man, right?
A lot of hard work and prayer.
So Mr. Marks, tell us a little bit about you. Talk to me about your family. Tell me about your family life.
Well, born and raised here in Donaldsonville. My mom is Vanessa. My late father, Rob, he passed away in 2020. Mm-hmm. Class of 2003, Donaldsonville High.
Okay, so, DHS.
Yeah, so love the city where I'm from. Once I graduated from high school, went to Nicholls State. Then once we got into our professional field, started coaching at different universities. So it seems like every 2 to 3 years we was moving.
Okay.
So we was all over from Miami, LSU, Dallas, and my last coaching stop was at Tulane.
So you were the coach?
Yes, I was a strength conditioning coach. So I worked with football, basketball, and other variety of sports that they had at the university.
All right.
So I did that for about 17 years.
Wow.
Before I got into construction.
Okay, so tell me, how did you transfer into construction from being a coach?
Well, once I got to Tulane, that was when I kind of felt like I wanted to do something more. I wanted to be able to put some roots down because every 2 to 3 years we was moving. Mm-hmm. So what that meant, my wife had to relocate. She had to start her job over. So we brought our first investment property here in Donaldsonville. Mm-hmm. And that's when I kind of started feeling a passion for construction.
Okay.
So from there, I was like, okay, what's my next step? Mm-hmm. So that's when I took classes online. Anything I could do to learn more about construction and the business side of construction, that's what I did. So went back to school, got another master's in business, and that's when I stepped out on faith and started the construction company.
Okay, so let me understand this. So you went online and learned how to do construction?
Well, no, they had different classes. So we had a class in Kenner, and it was a free carpentry class.
Okay.
So that's when I kind of just got my hands on just doing the work.
Okay.
And just also having investment properties, talking to other subcontractors and trying to figure out how I can make this grow into a business. Because at first everything I went to school for was dealing with coaching.
Okay.
So I had to learn a lot about construction, but also the business side of construction because it's two different things. Mm-hmm. You could be a good carpenter or a roofer, but the business is something totally different.
Understood.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so that's funny that you say that because I was an engineering officer, civil engineering. So we built, baseball fields and schools and banks, and we went overseas and built things after the hurricanes just tore things down. So I hear you. There's such a difference between the business and the construction side, and it's not something you can just look at online and learn. Like you got to get your hands dirty. You got to get in there and start banging some fingers.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
To get it done. Wonderful. Well, I like that. So now a little bit about your, how did you get into the Goldman Sachs 10,000 small business program?
Well, I applied for 3 years. And the first 2 years I got denied. So you had to have a certain revenue. You had to have a business plan. So I would put everything together, but they only select a few people every year. Mm-hmm. And the first 2 years, I'm sorry, it was 3 years. Okay. So I applied for 4 years in a row. Wow. And every year I got denied except the last one. Mm-hmm. And so the Goldman Sachs program helped me out tremendously because it shows you your business from the inside and out. Okay. So it teaches you about your financials, how to read bank statements, how to read your income balance statements, profit and loss statements. So it teaches you that marketing. And it teaches you about stepping away from your business and being able to delegate some things so you could grow your business. Because if you're working in your business, sometimes you don't really see the things that it needs to teach you how to really grow the business.
Okay.
So now, by me doing that, now we're reaching out to doing things international as well too. So we, so it's a lot of programs by me getting accepted into that, and I'm trying to learn and taking pieces by piece from everything I'm learning, trying to make it expand.
No, that sounds amazing. So that's good. Now, okay, I know you said you're from Donaldsonville, graduated from DHS.
Yes.
All right. So what is your vision for what you want to do here in town? Because I know that you must be looking at all the expansion, everything that's going on, how you can not only help the community but help your business as well. What's the vision that you have for your business in this aspect?
So, being in different areas, living in different areas, kind of learn and kind of saw what they was doing.
Okay.
So when I first started the company, I was like, I want to go back to my hometown, and what I learned there, I want to bring that back to Donaldsonville. Okay. So now everybody's talking about fortified roofing and being more sustainable homes. So now we're actually licensed in the state of Louisiana to install fortified roofing and also to build fortified homes, which is be more sustainable for the weather, the different hurricanes and things that's coming by. So I would like to, me and my wife would love to build new construction homes, which is more modern and more sustainable. Okay. And for first home buyers, because we all know that's the first step of generational wealth and just having something to give to your kids or to whoever.
An inheritance, yeah.
Yes. So we would try to, some type of program, I don't know how we could do this, but maybe first home buyers could rent at a discounted price, a new modern state of the home, home at a discounted price for maybe a year, 2 years, kind of save up some money to put it down, deposit on the home, and that home that they're living in now, that could be their first home.
Like a lease to own program?
Yes, yeah. So I don't know exactly how that works, but thinking of something like that and being able to build their credit up. Yeah. And that will also make sure that in this area we have more homeowners instead of renters.
Yes, that's amazing. Yeah, the fact that you know how to do that, that's the first step.
Yeah.
Right. And so then once you get the education of how to get that contract in order.
Yes.
How to make sure that the people know that, okay, you can put this down and after 2 years you can apply for an actual loan.
Yeah, because I know there's different grants and things out like that. I just don't know exactly how, but I know there's.
But the fact that you can see it,
yes,
you can achieve that. You can find the information. Because I always say with every situation or circumstance, there's a solution.
Exactly.
So here's the situation. Now there's a solution. And you talked about your faith. So I believe that because God has shown that to you, then He will also show you how to make it happen.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
And so just as you've done all of these things, and to God gets all the glory, I'm sure, because I know you and your wife, and I know how your faith is very important to the both of you. And so I know that as you continue to go forth, that God will continue to bless you in these areas, because you're not about you. You're trying to bless those that you come in contact with. Absolutely. And that makes so much difference, And so here's my last and final question. All right. Are you listening, Facebook? Why should we hire you?
Why they should hire me? Because first of all, we're a faith-driven company, and it's all about the client or the customer first before anything else. We're trying to put a good product or service out there to everyone. But like I say, we're faith-driven and we're a community-driven company. So we're trying to build lasting relationships, not just for one job, but a long-lasting relationship.
Well, you have heard it here, Facebook. You are looking at Mark's Construction with integrity, character, faith-driven. So I know that he is not going to give shoddy work, and you're not going to have to go back to him in 2 years and say my roof falling apart. No. And the city of Donaldsonville has contracted you on certain things as well. Yes. Yeah. And so I know you just did some work. Oh, and if you want to see some work that he's done, you can go to St. Catherine's. Is that correct?
Yes.
You can go to St. Catherine's. I was just on St. Patrick. And see some of his work. So I've seen some pictures. They're beautiful work, and so he's done a great job there. So definitely look up Mark's Construction if you have any construction needs, if there's anything that you need to be built, if you're looking at even a home, talk to him. What about architectural work? Do you do any of that?
No, we kind of partner with the architecture firm to do all our drawings, and from there we partner up with them, and we kind of have a relationship with the architecture firm at this moment.
Oh, very good. So again, you want to build your house from the ground up? Yes. Talk to him. Let's get an architect out there, and then he and his team will get you exactly where you need to be. And if at this point you don't have what you need, then they'll work with you on getting it done, right?
Absolutely.
All right. So Facebook, thank you again for tuning in. As the mayor says, we pray for you, your family, and of course our city. Thank you, Mr. Marks, for being my guest on today. We surely appreciate you and all that you do for the city of Donaldsonville. Have a great day. Happy Resurrection Weekend to all of you all that celebrate Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. Have a wonderful weekend and be blessed. We will see you next week.